Hello everybody, this is the 57th lecture for our student Sahid Al-Qasir. Today we are taking Book 15, Book 15, General, Test 2, Reading Passage 1. Harvey's Storage. Harvey's Storage is a well-established independent company. We are centrally located in the city and provide excellent facilities for all your storage requirements. We come to the questions. The first question says, true, false, not given. 1. There is an extra charge for locks and keys. 2. It's possible to arrange to share a storage unit with someone else. 3. You can pick up your property from the storage unit during the night time. 4. You can drive your vehicle right next to your storage unit. 5. Students' possessions can only be stored during vacation periods. 6. The storage company will collect and deliver students' property. Let's look for number 1. Number 1 says, there is an extra charge for locks and keys. We provide safe and secure units for both long and short-term storage dependent on your needs. Our rates are competitive and tailored to your specific requirements and your choice of storage unit. Heavy-duty locks and keys are provided to all of our customers and included in the prices listed. Okay. Number 1 says there's an extra charge for locks and keys, and here it says heavy-duty locks and keys are provided to all of our customers and included in the prices listed. So it gives wrong information. So in this case, number 1 will be false. Number 2, it's possible to arrange to share a storage unit with someone else. Let's go on. You can hire the unit with the storage capacity you need for the period of time that the storage is required in a sound and secure environment monitored by CCTV. It says it's possible to arrange to share a storage unit with someone else. I don't find the information yet, so I give it a possibility that it's not given. Let's look for number 3 to check. You can pick up your property from the storage unit during the night time. Okay, it says with 24-hour access, customers can deliver and collect items when it's convenient to do so. Okay, with the 24-hour access, customers can deliver and collect items when it's convenient to do so. Number 3 says you can pick up your property from the storage unit during the night time. So it's true because it says 24-hour access, and here it says during the night. So at any time you can pick up your property. True. Number 4, you can drive your vehicle right next to your storage unit. Let's go on with the passage. Unrestricted by business or office hours, tarmac roadways allow customers to park cars and lorries immediately outside their units. Okay. Number 4, you can drive your vehicle right next to your storage unit, and here it says immediately outside their units, so it's correct. So number 4 is true. Number 5, students' possessions can only be stored during vacation periods. So I found the first 4. I don't have to read household storage. I will just go to student storage. Okay. Number 5 says students' possessions can only be stored during vacation periods. Student storage. You may be traveling or going home to see family and friends in the vacation, or need time to find a place to stay. You may want to store all your books and personal items, or just a few boxes or a musical instrument. We offer no-nonsense competitive pricing with flexible hire periods and with no hidden extras. We can provide you with short or long-term affordable hire in a safe and secure environment. You are responsible. Okay, so students' possessions can only be stored during vacation periods. False. Why? Because it says here we offer no nonsense competitive pricing with flexible hire periods. Flexible hire periods. That means not only on vacation periods. Okay. 6. The storage company will collect and deliver students' property. Let's see. You are responsible for organizing the transport, but we can also recommend local van and driver hire companies. 6. The storage company will collect and deliver students' property. No, it's also false. Why? Because it says you are responsible for organizing the transport. You are responsible for organizing the transport. That means we are not responsible for collecting and delivering the property. Plus, it says, but we can also recommend local van and driver hire companies. They recommend. They are not responsible for it. So the answer will be false. So let's go back to the answers. 1 is false, 2 is not given, 3 is true, 4 is true, 5 is false, and 6 is false. Now we come to the second part of reading of the passage 1. Local museums. For which museum are the following statements true? So that means write the correct letter A to E in boxes 7 to 14 on your answer sheet. Nota bene, you may use any letter more than once. Nota bene means a note. That means you may choose one letter once, twice, 3 times, or whatever, and you don't have to choose all the letters. That depends. It says in which paragraph you may find this information. This is the meaning of the question, because it says write the correct letter A to E in boxes 7 to 14 on your answer sheet, which means in which paragraph you may find this information. Let's read the information, the sentences, the statements, then we will look for them. 7. There are exhibits related to the history of agriculture in the region. 8. Equipment for putting out fires used to be kept in this building. 9. You can find information on the rise of one type of transport. 10. There are things to see both inside and outside. 11. It's possible to obtain copies of old pictures and documents. 12. On certain days you can see an original work by a writer of fiction. 13. Someone who was interested in environmental matters lived here for a time. 14. This museum has an exhibit related to a heroic achievement. Okay, let's see A. A says Whittlesey Museum. The museum is located in the Old Town Hall, which was originally built to house horse-drawn fire engines. It has 8 rooms, and the exhibits cover topics such as archive, you may say, or achieve. Both are correct. Photographs, costume, domestic life, and local celebrities. 8 says equipment for putting out fires used to be kept in this building, and here it talks about which was originally built to house horse-drawn fire engines. It has 8 rooms, and the exhibits cover topics. So that means these pieces of equipment were put for putting out fires, used to be kept in this building. Okay, because they are mentioning the pieces of equipment here. Okay, so 8 will be A. Let's see B. Octavia Hill's birthplace house. Built in 1740, this is the birthplace of pioneer social reformer Octavia Hill, who was active in the late 19th and early 20th centuries in social housing and the arts. Okay, and the arts as well as in conservation issues. So, 15 says someone who was interested in environmental matters lived here for a time. We have Octavia Hills as well as Octavia Hills was active here, social reformer. Yes, social reformer, social housing and the arts, as well as in conservation issues. Okay, so 13 will be B. Let's go on. Visitors are taken on a guided tour and are then free to explore the gardens. Okay, we have 10 says there are things to see both inside and outside, because they take them inside and outside guided tour and are then free to explore the gardens. That means there are things to see inside the guided tour and outside the gardens. So the answers will be 10 and 13. Let's see C. Charteris Museum. The old market town of Charteris was largely rebuilt after two serious fires in 1706 and 1864, destroyed many of the town's ancient buildings. The museum exhibits illustrate traditional aspects of the life of local farmers as well as the railway boom. Okay, let's come here. It talks about here illustrated traditional aspects of the life of local farmers. Well, 7 says there are exhibits related to the history of agriculture in the region. So 7 will be C. Okay, as well as the railway boom of the 19th century. 9 says you can find information on the rise of one type of a transport. Yes, it talks about railway, which means it talks about trains. Railway boom, that means as 9 says, about the rise of one type of a transport. Yes, so 7 and 9 will be C. Let's go on to check if there is any other sentence, any other statement. The museum has a touchscreen kiosk which contains over 9,000 historic photographs and texts, reproductions of which can be made or request. 11 says it's possible to obtain copies and old pictures and documents. So, and here reproductions of which can be made or request. So C will be 7, 9 and 11. Okay, let's read D and see if we have any other sentences, any other statements related to D. March and District Museum. Located in the middle of the market town of March, the museum is housed in a former school built in 1851. Its wide-ranging collections include reconstructions of an early 20th century kitchen, sitting room and nursery. There is also an interesting display of historic cameras and radios, and a medal which was awarded to train driver Ben Gimbert for his bravery in preventing loss of life when a train full of explosives caught fire in 1944. Yes. Here we have number 14. This museum has an exhibit related to a heroic achievement. Yes, a medal to train a driver for his bravery in preventing loss. Yes, so 14 will be D. E. We still have one statement, 12, which says, on certain days you can see an original work by a writer of fiction. If we don't find the 12 in E, that means we have to look for the answer in the other paragraphs. Let's see. Wisbech and Finland Museum. In 19th century, gem holds collections from around the world, including ancient Egypt. Its library, which is open to the public on the first Saturday of each month, contains the manuscript of A Great Expectations by the 19th century novelist Charles Dickens, and the research room can be booked for researching local records. Yes, 12 says on certain days. Yes, it says here on the first Saturday of each month, on certain days. You can see an original work by a writer of fiction. Yes, you can see the original manuscript contains the manuscript. That means the original manuscript, which means the original of Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. He's a writer of fiction. Okay, now that means the answers will be here. 8 will be A. 10 and 13 will be B. 7, 9 and 11 C. 14 D. And 12 E. We come to the end of this lecture of today. If you liked it, please just press the button of subscribe. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments. If you have any criticism, please write it in the comments too. That was Mr. Haidar Kasa with you. Thanks for watching.